Former Springbok Juan in the building partner. I mean, we're expecting a sellout. 60,000 people coming out here. Don't give us time off. Hey, they gave us 2 weeks off. We back. South African rugby is back. Springbok rugby is back, and we're taking on the beast, the Wallaby beast, and they are looking not bad. Eh? They bring us full strength team over.
In South Africa, what makes the pre-show so amazing is that we showcase what fans that purchase tickets, and if you are not here, what you are missing out on. They are dressed in green and gold. They've painted their faces. Their children are with their families together. Exciting rugby day.
Exciting times, hey Wallabies, be aware because we got to check out what they're up to. Hey, let's check out what the fans are up to. We got a couple of supporters over here. Rassie, they said, Rassie, marry me.
Yes, Rassie, please. I'm here for you. Not even the poker, Rassie. I'm here for you. Please marry me.
And quickly, if Dr. Rassie is watching this, what makes you so special and your characteristics that Rassie should marry you?
I love sports. I can help him think of those significant plans. Every weekend, I've got a brain like anything. And I cook very well.
Favorite dish? What will you make Rassie?
Another one.
She's mad. I brought it from the institution. Don't go with her. Go for me. I'm normal.
Yes.
Curry chicken would be my favorite dish.
Take me through this outfit over here. What's happening?
Well, we got the Springbok shirts and we got the pick and pay ears going and not insane. We painted our faces so we could just look the part, and we're gonna have a
Ball in Let's go enjoy, eh? Have some fun, have some fun. Follow us inside here. He's looking for his family. People are looking for his family over here. I want to grab something quickly here. Hey guys, you guys good? Who's this? The Bulls? Oh, sorry. Hey, are you here for the Bulls?
No, for the box.
For the Springboks?
Yes.
And what are we expecting today? Who's going to win?
The Springboks.
Springboks. And your favorite player? Cheslin Colby's obviously not playing. But he's not playing today. Who's your favorite player?
Andre Pollard.
Andre Pollard?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have a massive Bokon 3-2-3?
What did you do?
Bokon 3-2-3? Bokke, they want to say Bokke. Hey, let's see what my partner's up to. It's filling up here, my partner.
Guys, I told you guys, in the belly of the beast, it's chaos. But this sums up Springbok rugby for me. We got the kids dressed in Springbok clothing, family together. Dad, I'm going to come to you. How important is it for your children to be at the Springbok game today?
It's fantastic. It's a life-changing moment for them. We've flown all the way from Dubai for the game today. So we're pumped, and I hope they enjoy the experience. It's once in a lifetime to see the world champion play.
And over the years, 30 years of Springbok rugby since the first time we won the World Cup, is there any moments from Ellis Park, this iconic stadium, that stands out for you?
My favourite moment was probably the Super 10 when Uli Schmidt scored in the corner. So that's how long I've been coming here. It's an incredible stadium, and this is where the world champions live and breathe and win.
I'm going to come to the boys, guys. I want to quickly ask you, Springbok rugby, you are dressed in green and gold. Some of the emotions that you guys are having now? Happy. Can I see a little happy chant to the camera? Say go Bokke. There we go. I'm going to allow you guys to find your seats. Have a great time, and I hope you enjoy South Africa all the way from Dubai to come and watch the Springboks at Ellis Park.
Dubai. Wow.
Dubai.
We got some South African supporters over here. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, thanks to you.
What's your name?
Liane.
Niele. And what is going to happen to the, I see you guys in green and gold. Which side of green and gold? Is it the Wallabies or the Springboks?
Springboks.
Springboks. And you too, Springboks?
Yes.
Yes. And your favorite player is who?
Yes.
Oh, she's got a yes favorite player. And your favorite player?
Siya Kolisi.
Siya Kolisi, hey?
Yes.
And I like the vibe as well. Do you have a dance for us? I want to dance, hey? Do you have a dance for us? Oh, you don't have a dance? It's going to be fun
Buddy,
afterwards.
I'm going to come this way to the mother. Our current Springbok women are going to be off to the World Cup. Is there any message of encouragement you want to give the ladies that are going to represent South Africa at the World Cup?
Just go, Bokke.
Just go Bokke. There we have it. Guys, have a brilliant time.
Yeah.
Quickly we take a little pause. We discuss Wallabies coming to Springboks, coming to Ellis Park. South Africa hasn't defended the Rugby Championship twice in a row. Can we do it?
100%. And I mean, South African rugby is in a good place. I mean, we're back-to-back champions, and I'm pretty sure we can go back-to-back with the Rugby Championship. And if you look at the team, we're building. Dr. Rassie is building. I mean, the players coming in. You can play anyone now. Like we said, we can pick and choose any player now. The boys are ready, even though the Wallabies are coming off a massive, great experience when it comes to the Lions series. But I'm happy. I'm happy with what I've seen. And I'm pretty sure they're happy. They're happy. Hello, guys. Hey, how you guys doing?
Bokke
Bokke fans over here.
Natuurlijk,
Happy Vrystaat.
Hak Vrystaat sê hy.
Ons Gauteng nou. Hallo meneer.
Ja, sir.
Lekker om hier te wees, hoor.
I want to know what's happening today. Okay, give me score predictions. What's happening?
We are gonna win 32-12.
And you said
27-13.
27-13.
27-13.
Wow. Groot.
35-20.
And for you, who do you think is going to be the standout player today?
Exhibit.
It's a bit.
En die kant, Colby's not playing, guys. So who's the favorite player?
Daai vleueltjie van ons
Kirby
wat so
Arendse.
ou ligte kleurtjie het, hy's vir my 'n
Ja, die
bulperd.
skankie.
Ja.
Nee, hy's baie goed, ja. And we, the SuperSport is also running a dream team as well. You have to pick one player between the 5 locks. Is it Victor Matfield, okay, Lotte Jager, Albert van der Berg, Mark Andrews, okay, en Franco Mostert?
Albert. Nee.
Albert van der Berg, hy klaar gekies.
Victor Matfield vir my.
Victor Matfield, die kant.
Ellis Park.
Frank, en hier? Victor Matfield, ja.
Wie's jou naam?
Franco Mostert.
Oom Franco, hy sê oom Franco. Geniet dit julle.
Familie, kom vandag in die kamera môreoggend. 3 keer inklusief fight.
3 keer.
Gaan ons wakker bly en gaan ons support.
Ek gaan vir julle kyk. Ek is daar.
100%, ja.
He's saying he's going to watch us, South Africa, but we are getting ready for big test match today. Driekus Du Plessis fighting tomorrow. Okay, so SuperSport running the Dream Team campaign, and here I've got another outstanding Springbok supporter, Ellis Park. How are you?
Thanks, and how are you?
I'm actually doing fantastic, to be honest. Having Springbok rugby makes my heart pump out of my chest. For you guys being here, is it emotional? Is it fun? Is it energetic? How do you sum up your emotions being at the Springbok game?
It's quite exhilarating because the energy, the crowd, the people, it's high octane, so it's an amazing atmosphere. So it's quite emotional and great.
And can I ask you guys, if you don't mind, where did you come from? Are we based in Johannesburg? Did we have to drive a little bit? When did we purchase our tickets for this important match?
So we purchased our tickets when they first came out, and then we used the park and ride to come in. We based in Jongh.
Based in Joburg. Okay, guys, Driekus Du Plessis also representing South Africa tomorrow morning. Are we FC fans, and will we be up supporting Driekus tomorrow morning?
We are fans, we are die-hard fans, and we will definitely be. So after tonight, we're going to go and get energy, stay up, and then support him.
Okay, so I'm hearing you correct. We're staying up, we're not sleeping, we're going to go through to Driekus' fight.
Exactly, we're not sleeping tonight. We're waiting up until the flight starts, and then we're wishing him all the best from SA to Chicago.
And then I want a prediction from you guys, okay? Springboks versus Wallabies is happening in an hour and a half time. Then also predicting Driekus Du Plessis' fight tomorrow morning. Will it be first round, second round? Will it be a knockout? Please, can I get a prediction from you guys?
So for today's game, it's been a tradition and a pattern that the Springboks always wins this particular game. So they're definitely winning today. If they're not, we're going to be crying.
I don't know what the score's going to be, but all I know is that we're winning this game.
Guys, I've had enough of your time. I hope you guys enjoy, find your seats. Have a great day. Guys,
So much.
my
Partner, can you believe it? I bumped into celebrities around here. We got Jordan and Lewis over here. Maya of Cape Town. First of all, why are we not in Cape Town? What are we doing here?
I'm here for the Booker, of course. So you got to back the Booker. Come up for the game. It's lucky to be here.
And what are we expecting? Ellis Park today? Maybe a sellout today?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be very close to a sellout, if not a sellout. And of course, the Bucks are going to take it.
Yes. And I want to know, okay, I don't know if you like this question, but I want to know who's your favorite player. You don't know.
Peter Steff.
Peter Steff the Toy.
No doubt.
And while we're on Peter Steff the Toy, SuperSport is running a Dream Team competition. Okay, pick the best number 5 lock. Is it Victor Matfield, Albert van der Berg?
No. There's only one from the northern suburbs of Cape Town, Ibn Etzebeth.
Yeah. Okay, but it's the 5 lock. Is
Oh,
it
the 5. Okay. All right, then I have to go with Victor. Yeah.
Victor Matfield.
Yeah.
Victor Matfield indeed, yeah. Have some fun, mate. Great to see you, okay? Guys, have fun, eh? And look after yourself, eh? Have some fun. Partner, it's cooking up here.
Partner, it's absolutely currently, guys. People are pouring in. The mayor of Cape Town was just here. People are pouring through those gates. They're making their way into the stadium. And I want you guys to come with me. This is what makes the pre-show so amazing. We're having, look at this.
Look at this.
We've got a herd of bokkies.
Yes. Here we go.
Let's
Here we
talk
go.
to them. Guys.
Good afternoon, guys. I see you guys enjoying yourself here with some fun. Okay?
I just can I ask you to put on your bokkie?
Yes.
We got a herd of bokkies.
I want to know whose idea was this?
Was mine.
And why were you going with this idea? Was it expensive?
No, it wasn't. It was very reasonably priced, but we want to be on TV.
In TV and TV. And what does this say? Boomerang your way home. Wow. Hey, here we go. Can I see some ears going? Yeah. Oh, they're having some fun. So I want to know, I see a lot of green and gold. Is this for the Wallabies or the Springboks?
Springboks!
Guys, have some fun, okay? Enjoy it out there. It's going to be a crack of a game.
Just over here with me, I found some youngsters. Can I firstly get you guys' names?
Christian.
Christian?
Lisha.
Lisa, and do you guys love the Springboks?
Yes.
And why?
Because they're good.
Is it? And the painting on the face, when did we get it? And how proud are you to be South African? 20 minutes?
Yes.
Did it take long?
Yes.
Really? And are you going to get it off tonight, or is mommy going to get the painting off tonight?
Mama.
Is that nice? Guys, what is so nice about rugby at Ellis Park? What did you get to eat? What have you guys been up to today? And what are you going to tell your friends Monday at school about today?
That the gees is very great.
Is it? What did you have to eat?
Yes.
Okay. And you?
It's good.
It's good. I like it. Well, you two have a great time. I only got one word answers from them, but that doesn't matter. They were brave. They want TV. They want the premium show.
Fun over here. I bumped into two friends over here, Tally and Andy. First of all, explain to me the dress code. Why are we carrying flags?
Go Bokke, that's why. Proudly South African.
Proudly South African. And obviously, what are we expecting today? Bokke, but how many?
I would say 45-5.
45-5.
Let's say 42-25. Oh, close one.
Close one. Hey, well connected. I want to know favorite players. Do you guys have favorite players?
Sia Kolisi, marry me tomorrow.
Hey, careful.
It's Sia Kolisi. He's my ultimate.
And tell me one thing, guys. Explain to me, describe the Springboks in one word. Just one word.
Union.
Union.
Togetherness.
Togetherness. Oh, wow. That's some powerful words. You said you want to say Springboks on 3. Was it? Okay, 2, 3.
Go Bokke!
They're having fun. Guys, enjoy it. Have fun.
South Africa, young little Ben is over here with me. Ben, quickly, do you want to speak Afrikaans, English? Which one do you prefer?
Speak English.
Okay, Ben, your friends are currently watching this live. What are they missing out on, and why should they next time come to a Springbok match?
Because it's a lot of fun watching the Springboks live.
And having the Springboks in town, what is your favorite player? Who would you love to meet, and what would you say to them?
My favorite player is Tristan Colby. I'd say to him, you're the best player to me in the world, and he's just awesome.
Thank you. Well, Ben, I hope you have a great time with your family. Thank you so much for your time. Tristan Colby, another fan favorite after the game.
We're traveling around here, partner. We're doing 360s. It's filling up, okay? And we have, there we go. Yeah. We got a couple of boys over here. The boys are looking physical. Yes. They told me they just came out of the gym now. Am I correct?
No, you're correct.
Yes, I can see the muscles going through here as well. Guys, I want to know what's going to happen today. I see.
We here for the formality. We're going to do what we do best, which is winning. That's what we know. Yes. That's why we're here.
Okay. And who are we supporting? The one player. I want one player.
Look, no one-man team. I can tell you that much.
Yes.
Rassie.
For me, it's a team thing. I support everyone, but I enjoy money as well. I give him my utmost support. Let's go, Bokke!
Let's go, Bokke! Before we go, I want to say, he said Rassie. I want to know from you, if you were Rassie right now, okay, before the game, what speech will you give the boys?
I think the same thing that we tell them all the time. We get out there and we do what we always do.
Yes.
So that's it.
And we keep up.
No, they must just go do the magic. You know, they always bring something new. I know today we are up for something new. Let's go, guys.
Okay.
Let's look on the field of play.
Yes, let's say some energy. Yes, let's go. They're having fun. We're having fun, partner. We got to get inside the stadium.
I found some guys there has come from Uppington, supporting also the hometown. Jasper Bissen, Koeibes, mannen, Springbok rugby, julle is lekker met mekaar, hoe lekker is dat?
Ja, altijd groot, man, ja, altijd groot, af Appington, hierdie man is van Appington, my vrou is van Appington.
En samen bizos is zo, is het een groep collega's, waar is die vrouwen, waar is die kinders?
Alles allemaal bij de huis, maar bel, ik koop en dit vandaag hierdie groot mannen van ons gevat, dat ons al een beetje kan treat.
Okay, en ek gaan die kant toe kom my oom Springbok rugby som 'n bietjie op. Wat beteken Springbok rugby tans oom?
Kijk, Springbok rugby is moes maar ons als. Nee. Dit is hoekom ons hier is en dit is hoekom ons hierdie ding kom doen. So baie dankie vir Jan en Bel wat ons hier vandag gebring het. En hierdie atmosfeer en die skitterende omgewing. En manne soos jy te ontmoet, baie lekker hoor.
Maar nou is ons nog nie klaar nie, ek is nog nie klaar met julle nie. Ellis Park, 30 jaar sinds ons eerste keer die wêreldbeker gewen het. Favorite moments van Ellis Park, wat beteken die veld vir julle?
95 World Cup.
En vir jou my oom?
Ongelooflik om terug te wees hier. Lekker, moeilike pad tot hier, maar is lekker hier binne hoor.
En vir julle manne?
Ou Driekus, jy moet mooi maak môre my man.
Rudy, is my eerste keer op Ellis Park.
Wow!
So ek sien so baie uit. Ek het 95 op die TV gekyk, so ek kan nie wag om hier te gaan nie.
There we go guys, die manne van Afton, hulle is reg om 'n great tyd te hê. Hulle sê dit gaan nog 'n Springbok victory is. Boys, have a great day.
Geniet dit manne, hulle het opgewonde. Follow me, we gotta follow me. We got so much Springbok supporters. I don't know where to go, what to do. As julle hier so, ek wil graag weet wat gaan gebeur vandag buite.
Ag, ons weet verseker, die bokke gaan wen.
Die bokke gaan wen. Ek sien net die hele familie uitgebring. Waar is
Ja, dis almal ons van Parys.
Van Parys? In France?
Nee.
Ah, kom maar sê wat?
Afrikaans.
Afrikaanse Parys. Hey guys, I want to know favorite from you guys.
Favorite player?
Jason Colby.
Brian Abana, I like nog se Brian Abana. Okay. Ek wil gou ek wil een ding weet. Okay, as jy die bokke met een woord subscribe of explain.
Fantasties.
Net fantasties.
Fantasties.
Ja, nee maar ja, julle moet dit geniet. Dit gaan 'n fantastiese dag wees. Okay, lekker. Enjoy it. Top partner.
I'm over here, okay? I'm catching my breath. And I want you to come with me. Because the fans, they're excited. They're having a brilliant time. For me, you, score prediction, what is the score going to be like?
For me, it's a running game. If we look at what 9 and 10, we've got Grant Williams, Mani Lebok, which is going to run it around. So I'm expecting the boys to put up a good score, okay? I feel like the conditions are perfect for the boys to have some fun. It's great everywhere. I mean, the boys coming in is looking fantastic, but I'm expecting like a 32-15.
And whoever's watching with us now, you can see these people walking amongst us. The chaos is everywhere, but that's what makes the pre-match so special, authentic, with the fans to see what they get up to. My partners found some more fans.
We've got a family over here, okay? He said you will be the next Peter Steph the Twee. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to. Guys, what are we expecting today? It's going to be a massive atmosphere, 60,000 people. What are we expecting today from the Springboks?
Bokke!
Walk all the way.
All the way.
Score prediction.
20-12 for the bokke.
No. Not 20. 40. Nothing.
40, very aggressive, yeah. And when I said Peter Steph the Twee, was I correct? Is he your favorite player?
Yeah.
Hey, is he?
Yeah, how did you guess that?
Yeah, because I can see, hey, nice and physical, hey. Can have a big bokke on 3-2-3.
Bokke!
He's excited, we're excited. Let's have some fun. Enjoy it, guys. Have fun out there.
Over here, South Africa, very interesting, okay? I found 2 Namibians. Eugene, Benno, manne, julle is fair. Ek sien op jou mou as jy vir die mense kan wys. Jy het 'n Namibiaanse vlag en op die ander kant Suid-Afrika ex-confused. Verduidelik asseblief.
Ek wil net sê ons maak nou gebruik van hierdie geleentheid en vir al twee spanne vir die Namibiese moontlike World Cup span as hulle gaan deurgaan te kan ondersteun en dan natuurlik vir Suid-Afrika vandag en vir Driekus Du Plessis Bora. Al die pad het want ook uit Namibië. Groete vir julle daar en my vrou het die vlug gebus, maar ek en Sena is veilig.
Okay, en Sena, praat saam met my. Springbok rugby. Hoe kom het julle al die pad in Namibië uitgekom om hier te wees?
Ek swat eintlik maar in Paige. So ek is al 6 jaar hier so in Suid-Afrika. So ek is 'n groot bok ondersteuner al die pad. Hier is al my tweede try van die Springbokke af. So ja.
Okay. Tweede try en waar sit ons vandag? Hoe vroeg het ons hier gekom en wanneer het ons in Joburg gearriveer?
Ons het al gister gearriveer, maar ons is al van 2 af. Ons is by die klasse lager tent die hele tyd. So dit loop lekker.
En ek het 'n persoonlike vraag vra manne van Namibië. Wie Wallabian fans supporting South Africa out here at Ellis Park. Brilliant scene.
It's green and gold everywhere, partner. All Springboks. I'm looking for Australian. Where's what? Hey, here we go. Here we go. Hey, guys. Good day, mate.
Hey, man, how you going?
Oh, yeah. Are you guys from down under?
Yeah. Put another shrimp on the barbie, eh?
Yeah, here we go, eh? What part in Australia are you guys from?
Sydney.
Sydney.
Yeah.
And what are we expecting today? There's a lot of people out here saying 20 points, 30 points for Springboks. What are you guys saying?
My head on my heart. Tell me Springboks.
Hey, don't do it. Are you sure? You gotta back your boys.
Yeah, no, my head's telling me that. I'm a realist.
Yeah, I mean, you got James O'Connor coming back. You got Nick White in the squad as well. If you look at the two centers you guys currently have, it's not looking too bad, especially at the Lions series, after the Lions series.
Yeah, no, it's definitely looking a lot better than they did in the start of the Lions series.
Yes.
But look, it's onwards and upwards, I think.
Yeah.
I think they definitely are growing as a team.
100%, yeah. And if you can describe Australian rugby, Wallaby rugby in 3 words, what will it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd say improving.
Yes, improving.
Running.
Yes.
And I'd say a bit of mongrel at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
I'd say Skelton and everyone, a bit of mongrel.
Yeah, talk about Skelton, he's a big boy, eh?
Big boy.
And describe Wallaby rugby in 1 word. 1 word, Wallaby rugby.
Wallabies.
One word.
Australia.
Okay.
Australia, and she wanted to say love, but Australia can work. Enjoy it, guys.
Why is the chip and dip so lekker?
I like the Thousand Islands. It's my favorite.
Okay, being out to the Springboks. Will happen today and why?
I feel like something good might happen because like half of the nice players are not going to play, but hopefully we win.
Thank you. You're going to have a great time with your chip and dip and with Mom. I'm going to see where my partner is. Juan is over there.
I'm over here. I'm among the Springbok supporters. A couple over here. Guys, what are we expecting the atmosphere today?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Book support. Book support.
What's that?
We're recording the entire trip.
Just in case we forget.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's game changing. Rassie is the doctor of everything that's got to do with the egg.
Yeah, got to do with the egg. And Rassie's got Sia Kulisi at number 8. At number 8. Do you guys like that?
Love it.
I like
it.
it.
Twisting the game, and we're killing the Australian game.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, and there's a lot of Power Rangers as well. The guys of Cheston Colby, Ethel van der Merwe, Kurtley Arendse. Are you guys excited to see the boys scoring the tries and diving over?
Yes, absolutely. Listen, we're at the corner of the field because we know we're going to see a bunch of tries.
It's going to be
we know we're going to see a bunch of
in
tries.
that corner. It's all going to be in that corner.
Okay, I brought my boots as well. It might be me jumping. Guys, have fun, eh? It's going to be a crack of a day. Partner, let's...
Juan, over here, come through the chaos, South Africa. We're currently outside, having a ball of a time, where the people are finding their seat. They've done eating their burgers, partner.
This is incredible. I mean, they're ready. We've been waiting for so long. It's been a couple of weeks. They mustn't give us a break, okay? It's exciting times. Rassie's cooking up a storm. This whole week, it's been 5-3 splits. It's been 6-2 splits. Everything. We got Sia Kulisi at number 8. And that's the stuff we want to see. Ethel van der Merwe making history as well, partner. This is going to be a game, a memorable game. It's a game we're going to be especially for next week at the DHL Stadium. It's going to be a crack of a game.
In South Africa, we can find us every week. I love it. Yep. People want to be on camera. People want to be showing their Springboks. But we will be back next week, same time, same place. Me, my partner.
Yes.
But we are going to throw it over to the one of the best in the game, Mochi, and the team will take it. Tune in to channel 201. The team are ready for you guys.
Yes.
See you next week.
Adios. Let's go.
Can we get a photo?
Okay, so you think you know sports. Who's the last South African golfer to win a major?
Not just the boys' club, eh?
Ouch! Hit them right where it hurts. Which track star has more national titles than steps on a podium?
You better believe it.
We see you, girl. Who's the youngest Protea to 2,000 ODI runs?
Sorry, Quinny.
And the Springboks centre that tears defences apart?
Coming through.
That doesn't happen often.
And the most tennis Grand Slams for South Africa?
That'll be me.
Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen.
They have what it takes, and it takes her to be a hero. SuperSport, here for her.
Let's do this.
Guys, live. 3, 2.
Can you stand out when all eyes are on you? Become part of the talent squad with the SuperSport MVP Talent Search.
Pull on your green and gold. Heart of Johannesburg, but the high-filled air is thin, and the winter skies are blue. There is a mighty fortress, which strikes fear into visiting teams, where giants have been brought to their knees, and where the Boks have played out a remarkable history. This is Ellis Park.
Ellis Park is one of my favorite stadiums of all time.
Where on an unforgettable day in 1995,
Has he got it? Yes, it's over.
the nation cheered with one voice and were handed a glimpse of Madiba Stream, where the Boks put 50 past the Wallabies.
So South Africa go into the 50s.
And and where a man from Zwide first led the Springboks into battle.
What a moment for Siamtanda Kolisi, the first black African player to captain the Springboks.
Here, as thousands gather, waves of thunderous sound envelop the arena as visitors are put to the ultimate high-altitude test. Now, the next chapter unfolds as Australia arrive, hoping to crack the stronghold. But history is not on their side. Their last victory over the Boks on this sacred Jersey pitch, 62 years ago. Their last clash at Ellis Park, another Bok victory.
That's what it meant to the Springbok coaching staff.
As the Boks return to the City of Gold, it is with a proud legacy to continue and the roar of a nation 30 years on, standing again as one.
Rugby Championship time, 2025, and this is how we kick it off. This is how we kick off the campaign for this year. South Africa up against Australia. The Wallabies making their way into the mecca of South African rugby, Ellis Park, jovial, even with a spring in their step, considering their exploits in the third test against the British and Irish Lions. For South Africa, on a 4-match winning test, if you count their match against the Barbarians, but they want to keep their good run against Australia, particularly here at Ellis Park in Czech. We're looking forward to what should be another thriller between these two teams. The Australians brimming with confidence. South Africa looking to make sure that they maintain their standards. As the Castle Lager Rugby Championship, it's the Mandela Challenge Cup, and we are looking forward to it. Still early doors here at the stadium. Fans have been making their way in slowly but surely. The banners are out, the posters are out, and a lot of yellow as well. Quite a few Wallabies fans that have also made their way to the southern tip of Africa to enjoy this one. We are at the mecca of South African rugby, the Bulls sitting under the bright lights of the Johannesburg City Centre, and we're looking forward to what should be another cracker between these two nations. Not alone at all, but would love to hear your thoughts as well. Make sure you hashtag SS Rugby. Let us know your thoughts leading into Rugby Championship 2025, and of course this match proper with the Springboks taking on the Wallabies. Not alone, I'm joined by a bunch of Rugby World Cup winners. Springbok Centurion Brian Havana, Wallabies great George Gregan, and Skulk Burger. You would have seen him in green and gold, the most famous Skulk that we have here in South Africa. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Your expectations of Rugby Championship 2025?
Hi, it's absolutely great to be at the spiritual home of the Springboks. Let's be honest, 30 years since 95, Madiba Magic 20 years ago, the Nelson Mandela Plate came into being. Myself and Skulk were fortunate enough to be at that game, but I think the Springbok fans have been absolutely missing the green and gold, running out, representing our country, and you can just feel this energy, you can feel the passion, and hopefully what we see between the 4 lines gets this crowd excited. Yeah, looking forward to it. What are you looking forward to in Rugby Championship this year?
I'm looking forward to a really tough competition, and I think it's great that the Wallabies are over here, having played 3 test matches, great test matches against the British and Irish Lions. So they'll be hard and they'll be ready and they're up for this challenge. But I like how there's going to be 2 games at home and then they'll be split across both countries, and I think that's going to be really important. So winning at home, like every year, but particularly this year, is going to be really, really important. So, and if you're a travelling team, it's nice to nick one away from home. Yeah, nice to nick one away from home, but can they do it on a chilly day at Ellis Park?
History says no. And like when we were playing, we always went against the venue. We thought like we're good enough to go and beat the All Blacks in Auckland. We never did. So never go against the venue. Hence, I've got the Boks as favourites today quite comfortably. There's a bit of rain expected a little bit later on. Georgie, we don't have to worry about him. He's been just fine. He was on the golf course yesterday. We were in the pub yesterday afternoon. He's going to the Kalahari tomorrow, and then he's joining us in Cape Town. So awesome to have him here. Yeah, we played so many rugby games against each other. The mutual respect is still there. It's wonderful to host him here on SuperSport. Yeah, wonderful indeed, Gigi. It's always a pleasure. Haven't seen you since World Cup 2023 Paris. That was it. Paris was the awards night, wasn't it? When we celebrated the Springboks going back-to-back at a beautiful venue in Paris. And here we are, 2 years on. Yeah, 2 years on and having a good time, right? Having an absolutely good time. We've got to make mention. Skulk did talk about golf. I did lose to Skulk Burger and Hanya Shamangi yesterday.
Of course you did.
Not of course I did. It
course
was on the 18th. The jury's still out about how they actually claimed victory. Hanyani wasn't present for 17 holes. Scala?
I mean, come with the hour, come with the man, was it? You know, my partner was nowhere shimmy, so I had to carry him for a day. And look, to be honest, he's carrying a few extra pounds. My lower back's absolutely done
Nothing
today.
wrong with carrying a few extra pounds, Scala.
Finished up chew-up against Jean de Villiers and Brian O'Banner. I couldn't lose that, boys, even if I wanted to.
You keep chewing them up, Skulk. I'm very, very proud of you. But here we're all about the rugby, and this cauldron in particular. We have so many great memories of our time here at Ellis Park, and you have spoken about Jongh. Before we look at that, let's take a look at Rugby Championship for the rest of the year. Of course, South Africa are going to be up against Australia, 2 matches that we'll look forward to, and then they head over to take on New Zealand. We'll be playing Argentina here at home as well before they head over to Twickenham to wrap it up. Those are the dates, very, very important for you. Heading to Cape Town next week, we're looking forward to that one. But really, the games against New Zealand are the ones that are headlining things this year.
They are headlining things, most, but I think every team goes into this competition focusing on that first 80 minutes. This competition, to George's point, there's going to be a few matches away that you potentially target, but if you slip up at home, you make this competition extremely long. No one's beaten the All Blacks in Eden Park since '92. So to be able to have that mentality, Wellington might be a great opportunity. The Boks have had some really good times there over the last 8 or so years. But your home games become critically important, and not just the home games to win, but trying to get those bonus points to put you in an even more advantageous position when you do head over the ditch.
And also coming in as defending champions, because now the marker's on you.
Yeah, the markers. You're the going from being the hunter to you're being hunted in a big way by the teams, and they've set the standard, and rightfully so. And what I have liked, and we saw Tony Brown early off camera, I like what they're looking to evolve, and I like the team they picked. We'll dive into a little bit later, but in terms of like getting your home victories, accumulating points and finding some nice rhythm and ability to be able to turn the dial up in terms of how you play, I think that's important for not just the Springboks, but also the Wallabies in this Rugby Championship.
Yeah, let's take a walk down memory lane, because Scala loves playing up here, even though he's a Cape Town boykie, and you've picked the 53-0 victory where Jongh scored 4 tries. That is your ultimate Ellis Park memory. Why is that?
Yeah, we've a little bit in, the eagle-eyed viewer will spot that he'll be playing ELVs, experimental law variations, also the CO full wars on the side of the scrum. Jongh was the beneficiary of some good work up front by everyone. The bounce pass has never failed in 100 years, has it?
It's a brilliant thing. It stops the defense every time.
Jongh scored 4. I think for the players who was involved in this game, it's more memorable for John Smith, the big red speech beforehand, because we had a lot of inconsistency in our game prior to that. Part of it was the laws that was a bit different. There was a big change in management after '07. He ended up breaking a wall, a glass against the wall, when shattered everywhere. The big red had tears in his eyes, so we came out and we put 53 points past them. Conrad Jenkins on the foot. He'll see me on a cheat line, not quick enough to pick up, but Jongh scored 4, and he only played 50-odd minutes. He got subbed straight after that, did his ankle. Unfortunately, Brian wasn't on the field, because he would have loved to benefit out of those 4 tries.
Yeah. Really, really brilliant. What a lovely, lovely moment that was, and a great, great win in the end. Now we head over to 2002, because George, for you remember a game, I think it was Tri-Nations.
Yes, that's old school. I think it's VHS, you know what I mean? Going back, it's throwback.
We've got the
all the way back. Tell me about that Werner Greef try. Why does it stand out so much?
Well, it stands out. We've heard this history around not winning here. We were in front up until the last minute of the game, and we thought we'd nicked it. Then I was on the bottom of a ruck. They got tackled, Bob Skinstad, and I heard Ellis Park go off. But Werner Greef ran a great line, but he still had to make this kick to win the game, which he knocked over, and he ripped our hearts out on that fateful day in 2002. But it was an amazing game. Look at that line.
What a line that is by Greef. The amazing thing is, he wasn't the starter kicker. Andre Pretorius was, and then he didn't have a tee, so they actually didn't have a tee for him to kick the conversion, so they brought out one of the training cones, one of those big orange ones. It toppled over a couple of times and then nailed it.
Sure. The stuff we had to go through back in the day to make it work for South Africa. Could have been a draw, but in the end, a victory for the Springboks. For you, it's an ode to another great servant of the game, Patrick Lambie, that kick in the last minute against New Zealand here in 2014. Stand out.
I mean, a guy whose career unfortunately got cut short, but we'd struggled against the All Blacks for 3 years, and Heineke Meyer had this thing, we need to beat them, and a last-minute penalty inside our own half, Mats, and I think Pat's composure and the way he just put that over the joy that we felt as a team, you know, particularly after a really bad sort of run going into the 2015 World Cup, was critically important. We know at the high felt the ball travels far, but you got to make sure that your accuracy is unbelievable. And if that passion of Pat kicking that doesn't show you exactly what that kick meant, not only to him, but to all of us, I don't think anything will.
That's the most emotion I've ever seen out of Pat Lambie in my life. We need to get that Pat back. I haven't seen him for the last 5 years.
Yeah, no, he absolutely nailed it in that moment, and what a tough kick it was in the end. Why do you particularly love playing here at Ellis Park?
Well, it's a cauldron. I think it's just, in many ways, it's the spiritual home of the Boks. And you come here, and there's rich history. Remember 1995, we saw the imagery in the early with Francois Pienaar hoisting the Webb Ellis Cup trophy above his shoulders, coming as underdogs, the All Blacks, the mighty All Blacks. So every time you come here, this you know it's going to be difficult, and you know this Springbok team's going to lift. You got this sort of atmosphere. You got the build-up. Thank goodness, and rest in peace, Mandiba's not around, because he was worth about another 20 points every time we played the Springboks here at Ellis Park.
Oh, the magic. Oh, the magic. Oh, we love it. So much still to look forward to. We're going to be going into the analysis proper, but we want to speak to you, the fans, and Sam Lutiti is outside as they usher themselves in to Ellis Park.
Yeah, it's all about creating memories, and here today we've got a group of Springbok supporters who are about to write a new core memory group in terms of their memories of the Springboks right here and what has become a fortress for the green and gold against the Wallabies. A lot of the sort of newer age Springboks won't remember 1963, and they'll be here to turn things around in terms of creating those memories. It's palpable, it's tangible, and right here, this happy chaos that's out here is going to be joining you in just a couple of moments pitch side for the kickoff of this game. We cannot wait.
Well, there you have it. The fans still making their way into this cauldron. We're in the heart of Johannesburg, the city of gold, and hopefully it will be a golden day for South Africa as well as they look to start their 2025 Rugby Championship campaign to a good start. The ladies are, and I love to see the posters. I love see. Do you guys get to see that? Do you take a moment during the game to say, ooh?
It's fully focused the whole time.
Brian.
Shutters on, shutters on.
Yeah, I didn't warm up much, so I used to be like right next to Victor Matfield. They used to have these advertising cushions at the back, and he used to sleep there before the game, and I used to look around and see a couple of familiar faces. Yeah, I didn't want to think about the game, you know, there's 80 minutes to come, so yeah, I picked up a bit of posters, you know, some of them a lot of embarrassing. Obviously, they loved Victor, the ladies, not so much me. It was a different demographic looking after me. But yeah, I'm sure Victor noticed, even though his eyes was closed, faking to sleep behind the goalpost.
All right, well, let's head over to even more of the fans, the young fans, the ones that are here to see their heroes. They caught up with our very own Nkosi.
What's up, guys? It's Nkosi, the rugby guy, still out here. And I've got some amazing fans here. What is your name?
My name is Ziad.
Nice to meet you. And you?
Unati.
Unati, right here.
Dimitri.
Joshua. Oh, absolutely amazing. Guys, tell me, how is it out here?
It is amazing. It's the best. It's lovely and the best.
Yeah, it's loud and it's amazing here.
The Boks is going to annihilate the Wallabies today. We can't wait to see this awesome game. Woo, yeah! It's going to be
all right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, have a blast out here, all right? The music, the braai, everything. It's just a Bok fever. 1, 2, 3, Bokke. 1, 2, 3. And this is Emirates Airline Park, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.
Well, there you go, Nkosi with the young fans, very, very excited for the match that is coming up. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more young fans. It's always great for them to see their heroes and the players that they absolutely love. Let's head over now because I've got something excited to tell you. SuperSport is celebrating 30 years of quality broadcasting, and we are looking for 3 people that can join our space. Who wants to come in and do what we do? Follow us everywhere that we go. 30 years of celebration, and you could become a part of it. You could become the next voice right here on your World of Champions.
the SuperSport MVP Talent Search. Now, if you think that you can be part of our team, or you think you can do my job better than me, or potentially be a colleague, come through. We want to see the best of the best. This is going to be an amazing process, and I can't wait to share it all with you.
I'm actually skipping a lecture to be here, to be honest. But I think this is a great opportunity, so I'll take my chances.
I am ready for whatever comes my way.
I'm glad I faced my fears and I just went for it.
We are here for the MVP Talent Search.
Don't have my shoes with me, but we move.
The future of SA presenting is in the safe hands.
The weather is insane, but I know that today I'm definitely here to bring the heat. It's hot, it's not because of the sun, I'll tell you that.
Let's hope our dreams come true.
Hundreds and hundreds of people came to audition here today at the University of Pretoria, and I'm so impressed with the level of talent that the University of Pretoria and Gauteng has to offer. But we're not done. We're still coming to Limpopo, Durban, Gqeberha, as well as Cape Town. So keep your eyes peeled on the SuperSport socials. We are waiting to see who is going to be the next big presenter right here on SuperSport.
Your World of Champions.
So those are the auditions that we've had so far, but we want to hear from you. So still 4 more slots to go. Make sure that you check it out. Otherwise, you can load your audition on supersport.com. All right, we're going to head over to Hanya Nishimangi. He's standing by with Phil War, the CEO of Rugby Australia.
Thank you, Moss. I'm here with Phil War. The man wears the suit. We're used to him running around in a Wallaby jersey. Phil, well, welcome to Joburg, welcome to Ellis Park. Tell us about your experiences here.
Well, it's a great stadium. I think all stadiums in South Africa are full of atmosphere, and I think my first game here I played against the back row, Andre Venter, Andre Vos and Rassie Erasmus. And so some great experiences here at Ellis Park.
Nice occasion for the Wallaby team, a fantastic Lion series, even though you didn't get the result. But how important is this game for the rebirth of Australian rugby?
Well, it's huge. I think we saw the progress through the Lions series. Second test, pushed them all the way, win the third test, and just need to keep that progress now. And no bigger challenge, really, against the world champions here in Ellis Park.
30 years since South Africa won the Rugby World Cup, you had the rare opportunity of meeting a certain Mr. Mandela here. How was that for the Wallaby team? Yeah,
very special. 2005, and we had a great team, and to shake hands with Nelson Mandela, something I'll never forget. I'm pretty sure he forgot it pretty quickly, but something I won't forget. And one of the great experiences, and one of the great things about rugby is travelling the world, playing it at venues like this.
Talking about today's game, can you give us a score prediction?
Well, as long as we win by 1, I don't care how many, but it's going to be physical, and hopefully our guys really front up in the forwards, and then the game should open up a bit.
Phil, it's fantastic to have you back here. I heard you're going hunting, first of all. Let's get that hunting next week at the Kalahari with a certain Mr. Gregan and Tian Strauss.
Yeah, I got Tian. He called me his apprentice when he was at the Waratahs. So looking forward to going with George up into the Kalahari and learning some old tricks from Tian.
And just from you here, Rugby Women's World Cup, important. The growth of the women's game, pretty impressive. Your Australian team's done well too.
Yeah, they've done very well. We've got tough pool. We've got Samoa, England and USA. So first game next week against Samoa. Good progress from our women's team.
All the best and good luck today.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Moss. Those are the thoughts of Phil War. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Shem. Thank you so much. And all the best to the Wallabies. Good to see Phil War here in South Africa. Hopefully he enjoys his holiday with Gigi as well. But before we talk more about that, you can also be a winner. Head over to supersport.com, this time with Coca-Cola. And you could win yourself the Be a Buck experience. There are so many prizes to give away. Make sure that you scan the QR code here on your television. If you do not have the time, get your Coca-Cola can. There will be a QR code here, and then you follow the steps, and you could win or be a part of the winners of the Be a Buck experience. All right, when we return, we'll be looking at analysis, looking at how both teams will be lining up, a focus on Australia, then on South Africa. But first, a word from the fans.
Oh, I'm Mansuya Rugba from KZN. I'm looking forward to see the Springboks lead us to victory with Siya Kolisi at the head. All the best, Bokke. Go Bokke.
I want to see Sasha. Hi, Sasha. We're from Poch. Win Poch. We want to win Poch. Come visit us. Sasha, please. And Damien and Faf. Definitely. My top 3.
This one is far. Can he deliver? It's looking good. And it's a beauty! PostNet delivers, no matter what.
South Africa make history. The ultimate test. The ultimate result for the Proteas.
To our amazing fans, we want to take a moment to say thank you for your unwavering support throughout the ICC World Test Championship final.
It's brilliant at its highest order from Ngeni. The jubilation takes over.
Your energy and enthusiasm fueled our team to bring home the mace.
Magical mark from 100.
We made history, Mzansi, and it's an honor to have made you proud with this historic win. The team's grit and determination, every single player gave it their all. We couldn't have done it without each other, and we couldn't have done it without you.
South Africa!
Ngosi, thank you, and thank you, Mzansi. Let's keep the Protea spirit alive.
The ground that remembers greatness tells those upon it to rise and reclaim it. Although these battles may be brief, the legends they make never die. The Castle Lager Rugby Championship. 4 legendary nations rise up. This is rugby, only on SuperSport. Broadcast proudly brought to you by FNB and Pick and Pay.
At just 22 years of age, John Smith makes his debut.
I was nervous about, could I do this?
Huge pressure on his young shoulders.
We're not going to get to the top without having a drive and a passion.
Great servant of the game for South Africa. 100
is a lot.
It takes a lot to get from 1 to 100. Invest with the manager that turned 1 million into 100 million.
Auto Trader. Find your happy place.
just under 45 minutes to kick off between South Africa and Australia, and this is the first match of Rugby Championship 2025. We're looking forward to it. We're here at the Mecca of rugby lovers, Ellis Park, in the heart of Johannesburg, the city of lights here in South Africa, in the southernmost part of Africa. Looking forward to what will be a great match between these two powerhouses, and we can't wait. We can't wait for what is about to unfold today. Let's talk a little bit about Australia. Just come out of a British and Irish Lions tour matches, 3 matches where I felt they really fronted up. They came to the party, particularly in the second and third test. What did you make of their performances, Brian?
I think if we sort of see the continuation over those 3 tests, I think the stark contrast was that first test where there was a lack of physicality. The British and Irish Lions were really able to almost physically bully the Australians, and then all of a sudden, test 2, test 3, these big bodies come in, start pushing that Australian attack forward, start putting the British Lions attack backwards, and all of a sudden we saw these young backs coming up and really thriving on a little bit more space. And I think coming to South Africa, that physicality that we saw, particularly in test 2 and 3 over in Australia with that Lions series, is going to be critically important if Australia want to front up to the Springboks today.
Yeah, it's really important. It's a good point. You talk about physicality. Every time you play rugby, particularly when you play the Springboks, you've got to front up in that regard, and it was no different in the Lions series, and there was huge improvement. You mentioned Will Skelton, Rob Valentini, Taniela Tupou. They were big bodies who had a really positive impact in the Wallabies winning that advantage line. And if you win that metre in this game, the game doesn't change too much in that regard. If you're the one going forward, you get extra time and space, you get more time on the ball, and the defence is under a little bit of pressure. So that's where the big improvement was in Test 2 and 3 of that Lions series, and they'll need more of that going into this first, particularly the first 20 minutes of this Test match.
How do they keep that momentum going from Test 2 and 3?
Yeah, I think they'll just have it naturally. You know, big omission for me in ball carrying is no Valentini in this test match. Ikutai, strong Swahili, the 2 centres are strong ball carriers, good playmakers too. But you've got to need someone to go through the cuts, and you've got to have game line against the box. You know, that physicality you speak about all the time. The box haven't been exceptional at their own breakdowns, but they're good on opposition breakdown. And you're coming up against probably the hardest rush in world rugby, and you've got to have a method how to get around this rush. Do you access the width through your foot by kicking a little bit more, trying to take that line speed out? Do you bounce up and play into the blind? Something teams don't do that often anymore. They've got super exciting outside backs. The one thing that I will say is what a Lions series does do is prep you for as well as you can be prepped. Yeah. The box, we think we've played Barbarians, Italy, and Georgia. We might be a little bit underdone. This is going to be a step up. Love the team we've selected, though.
Yeah, and Joe Smith, who really looked at the games against Georgia and Italy, and sort of seen how when the box struggled to physically come up against that opposition or put under pressure physically, the decision-making was really lacking. And Joe Smith would have sort of been really into this team over the last couple of weeks, that if you get stuck into them, there's going to be massive opportunity on an attacking perspective.
Looking forward to seeing that, but it's here from the head coach, Joe Schmidt.
Joe Schmidt, welcome to South Africa. Ellis Park, always a big challenge, but an exciting one.
Yeah, you can feel the kind of volatility in the air almost. It was a relatively hostile reaction when we arrived, and I can imagine it's going to be just as hostile when that whistle goes.
No better prep for this than facing the British and Irish Lions. A massive improvement from your side. What are you guys looking to build on today?
I think we're just going to try to keep constructing our game. We've got obviously a new 10, and that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for us in trying to get our game up and running. But at the same time, you've got to compete for everything against the Bok. They are so strong at set piece. Their kick chase game will suffocate you. Their defensive line speed will suffocate you as well. So we've got to back our skills, and we've got to have to be super accurate to be able to put pressure on them.
One of the big selections was James O'Connor, but you must have confidence in knowing that he's been around the block, he's experienced, and not much will intimidate him.
Yeah, he's been around a lot of blocks. I think he's been in the game at this level for 16 odd years. So he's seen it and done it before, and we'd love him to do it again, really.
All the best, Joe.
Thanks very much.
Just a confirmation then of how Australia will be lining up today. And the big news, of course, the coming in of James O'Connor and the number 10 jumper. 64 caps for the Wallabies, paired up with the not retiring Nick White on 73 caps for the gold and the green. Josh, for you, this lineup, what does this bring to the table?
Well, it brings consistency over the last probably 2 test matches we spoke about. And I think what I also like is what he's done in terms of the bench. Carrying on the theme of what Skolky was talking about, we're going to need some players who are going to front up and try and take on that line speed. I like Langy Gleeson. We saw some images of him. He'll have a big part to play. Tom Hooper will be selected as open side flanker to rip and tear and to make himself annoying. But Langy Gleeson will have a big part to play when it comes to the second half, which is going to be really, really important. But also, carrying on with the theme of James O'Connor, it's been 1,099 days since he last played in 2022. So he's up for it. He'll show that experience. And so Nick White and both he and James O'Connor have a lot to do in terms of steering this team around the field today.
We'll get into the meat of that in just a moment, but I want to introduce 2 other guys that are doing analysis for us today. Former Springboks and Captain Victor Matfield, who's with Brayton Pulsar.
Thank you, Watson. Welcome to the Cozy Corner. We're going to take you on a journey to look at the analysis of the Australian team. But Vic, let's clear the air. Did Skolky, was he right about the ladies?
I'm a bit worried. But Skolky didn't know I was lying behind the pole praying that Buckies won't hit anyone with a head in the game. That was all the only thing I was doing behind the pole before the game. Just praying that Buckies won't hit anyone, please.
Okay, cool. So we're going to have a look at Australia and see how they can unsettle the box. And I think the Matt Gito rule, who was scrapped away, are going to do the Wallabies some favors. And one man we looked at, he was almost as physical as Victor Matfield, right? Will Skelton, Vic?
Yeah, there's so much talk this week about the physicality of the Australians, the difference Will Skelton made in that Australian pack against the British and Irish Lions. Will Skelton was unbelievable when he came into it. And we've got a few clips, Brady, here about the man. And he had such a big impact in that test series. And here we've got a few clips. Look at him here, over the ball, competing for the ball. But it's not just that. It's not just the competitive overball. Look at that. Like old Bucky's Buerta style. He's confrontational. He's in the faces. Always giving that step forward. Always say, listen, he's got great skills as well. He's got a great skill set on him. He can take the ball on, but look there, on the ground as well. There, again, he's the guy that takes them forward. He gives them that go forward. Another one, yeah, big body. George Gregan mentioned it. It's a big body. He gives him that go forward. So he will be the man we need to talk. Here on defense again. I mean, we know Finn Russell was the man for the British Irish Lions. Yeah, hitting him without the ball. And that's what you need. Unfortunately, in rugby, you need that. Look at him. Look at him on the ground.
That's not a good look.
That's the old Bucky's Buerta style. But you want that. You want someone that brings that back. You get a lot of guys that talk the talk in the changing room. But this is a guy that walks the walk. But today he's up against 8 forwards. It's not just 1 or 2. It's not just Ebenetsebet. There's a Lua de Jager. There's 8 forwards that will be up in his face. But he's going to be so important for Australia today.
And then Victor, South Africans, a guy that South Africans like to hate is none other than Nick White. If he was in South Africa, he probably would have been a cop, a traffic cop, right?
Yeah, he looks like a pre-92 traffic cop. Yeah, with that moustache. But yeah, South Africans love to hate him. But it's going to be important, Brady. Discipline is going to be so important today. And he loves getting under the skin of the opposition players. Here we know Faf de Klerk got that yellow card here. But discipline is going to be real important. And I think South Africans should have looked at that face. They want to get stuck into this man. But I mean, tactically, he's going to be important for them. Him, James O'Connor, 2 experienced guys at 9 and 10. So we need to get under his skin, and he can't get.
I wonder if anybody ever tickled his moustache. That would be very interesting to know. But obviously, we're taking you back to the moment when he almost orchestrated, getting a Faf de Klerk a yellow card. Faf did give him a little bit of a slap, and I think South Africans also like that. But after that moment, there were lots of fire in this game, and poor Faf was not involved today. He wasn't happy what transpired there. But then, Vic, for the wingers, and as an ex-winger, I had to look at these two amazing pocket rocket wingers of the Wallabies, Dylan Paige and Max Jorgensen. By the way, Max Jorgensen, he made the most meters, he had the most line breaks against the British and Irish Lions, and therefore, let's have a look at them and how good these guys are. They almost like, you know, a Cheslin Colby, almost like a Edward van der Merwe, but also they read play well, they anticipate well, and that's what I like about these wingers. Obviously, Rassie Erasmus started with a pocket rockets in the air. Jorgensen get the ball, look at his pace, and nobody, not even Finn Russell, can catch him so close to the line. I really like the way these two has come together, and together with Tom Wright, they are going to be a handful today if we kick on them. We can't kick aimlessly against these two wingers.
Yeah, we've heard it, George Gregan as well before the time. Tom Wright, probably the guy that will be looking for that counter-attacks as well today. But the South African wingers are also. That aerial battle is going to be so important. We've seen in the modern game, aerial battle is so important because that gives you broken field, and then these guys come into the game.
Well, guys, this is that from the cozy corner. We're coming back to you, Mots, and later some more analysis.
Yeah, we'll be joining them in just a moment as we look at analysis from the Springboks side. But again, so many competitions to look forward to, so little time. SuperSport.com, that's where you need to head to. We spoke about Coca-Cola early, and now it is pick and pay, and you can win yourself $5,000. Head over to SuperSport.com and enter. Well, when we return, we're looking at the Springboks, how they're lining up, some of their analysis as well. But again, word from the fans.
Hello, my favorite play today is Evan Etzebeth. Go Bokke!
Won by 20 points because I've got money on them to win by 20 points. And we love it! Go Bokke!
This is just a friendly reminder to all my Australian friends out there that we're going to do exactly the same as last year. We're going to crush you right here at Ellis Park.
In South Africa, we know what it means to work for something greater.
To show up, even when no one is watching.
To start from the ground up.
We believe in second chances.
And the magic of first deliveries and first tries.
That's what the Springboks do.
And that's what we do. They inspire our nation.
And we cheer them on every chance we get.
Pick and Pay, proud retail partner of the Springboks.
Branas very manas. Karoo Martini, Pretoria Pinotage. Sy sien the sun. Rise. Weekend special. Klipnie Houston. Tall dog. And handsome. Brashoa van Coke. A Clipflix original. A Clipflix original. Ish. Met Asia. Met... You mean... Met Asia. But of course, Easterman.
Light the fire this game day with a winning lineup from Checkers. Like Steakhouse Classic man-sized T-bone for $149.99 per kilo. Dorsland Vors for $89.99 per kilo. And KWV 5-year-old brandy for $199.99. Save 40 Rand. Light the fire, South Africa, and let Checkers do the rest.
Thank you for believing in each other.
Thank you for putting all your hard work.
Thank you for never giving up.
Thank you for bringing the game to more people.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We're still building up to what will be a big game today. It is South Africa up against the Wallabies of Australia. Let's head over to Hanya Nishimangi, who's got another special guest with him.
Soldier Boy here, we're going to talk all things MMA. Tell me, Drick is fighting tomorrow. You fought against him, you've trained with him. What happens tomorrow?
Yeah, look, I think such is the evolution from when we faced. I mean, that's why he's the champion now. Man, it's a guy that's just so driven. His desire to be the best, his desire to walk amongst the greats is just so unmatched. He carries the pride of the continent or in the country on his shoulders, and he utilizes that to drive him forward. He's just a different animal in every aspect. His mentality, his way he goes about things, his awkwardness, but then just also the ability to utilize that awkwardness to his favor. He's so good inside those parameters. It's why he's dispatched everybody that's been in front of him.
One of the big challenges tomorrow, Kamsa starts quickly. Drickus, they say if he gets through the first round, he could get the result though. But Drickus underrated his wrestling, his jiu-jitsu very good also.
So look, I think it's probably the key space. The emotion is the space where we think Kamsa is the weakest. And I do believe that he will come out super fast because he'll be emotional. He'll want this, he'll have this a burning desire to finish. People haven't seen Drickus grapple or wrestle at any stage, but not only in that space, his ability to strike within it as well and cause damage is just off the charts, and I think that's where it's going to be won. I think Kamsa's going to be too emotional, he's going to go too hard, and he's going to burn the wick. And then, you know, when you're tired inside there with a guy like Drickus on top of you, it's a different story altogether.
For people that want to watch, obviously the main card starts a lot earlier. What time will Drickus walk out into the octagon?
Yeah, look, funny thing that is, I mean, obviously as quick as the fights go, as quick as the show will move, but you can expect him around, I mean, a loyal fan will be up at 5:30 and ready to go, but if you want to just fall out of bed and turn on the TV, about 6:30 is where you could possibly see him.
Drickus to win?
Yeah, definitely. I think Drickus is actually going to shock the world, and I think he's going to sub him probably in the third round.
There we go, Mott. Drickus to shock the world once again. Good luck to him in Chicago.
Good luck indeed. Well, that is the fight that Hanyane and Gareth are talking about. Gareth McLennan. It is Drickus du Plessis. He's in action in the morning. 6:30. Otherwise, we're live from 4 o'clock. Right, before we get into the analysis proper, let's head over to Spur. Gooks is standing by with some of the fans that want to wish the Springboks well this evening.
Thanks, Mott. So we've made it down to Emerald Creek Spur here in Bryanston as people are getting ready for the game, having their meals, having their spur. And I've got 3 special guests with me. I see that they're having their lunch, and I'm gonna bother them having lunch as our commentators in all 3 of our language options: Matthew Pierce, English, Sir Jack Mackay, Jack and Xhosa, and Kobus Visa, Afrikaans commentator. Hello, guys. Matt, I want to ask you, I want to start with you. What's lasted longer, your lunch or Nick White's retirement?
No, Cooks, it's a very light meal before a test match. Got to stay away from the carbohydrates. But you can feel the atmosphere building here. And a test match at Ellis Park is something very, very special. And there's been a lot of talk about the improvement in the Wallabies over the duration of the Lions series, and also since they played us in Australia in the Castle Lager Rugby Championship last year. But recent history says they are up against it today. They haven't won in South Africa since 2011. They've only won once at Ellis Park. That was all the way back in 1963. So there's been incremental improvement, certainly, but I do think they're up against it today, notwithstanding the return to Test rugby of James O'Connor and Nick White, who had the shortest retirement in the history of Test rugby and is here with his moustache for today's test.
One more game for that moustache and one more tour to South Africa. But Kobus, I think all eyes. Ek wil Afrikaans praat, maar Afrikaans is nie te goed nie, so I'll stick to English. Kobus, the big battle, Will Skelton, Ebenezer-Beth. I think that's the one that people are lined up and can't wait to see.
Ja, verseker. Ek dink dit gaan 'n groot stryd wees. Ek dink die Wallabies gaan nie in Engels 'n push-ower wees nie. Ek dink hulle het gewys teen die Leeu's. Hulle moes die tweede toets wen, hulle het die derde toets gewen. Skelton gaan verseker 'n groot verskil maak. Hulle weet hulle moet die voorspelers moet hulle kant bring. As hulle nie voor hulle man staan teen die bokke nie, is dit die einde van die dag vir hulle. Maar dit is vir hulle belangrik, om hulle terugvegpoging te bring Ellis Park toe waar hulle baie lank laas gewen het. In die tweede toets in Kaapstad, ek sien net daar baie goeie toets.
So Jack, sibone ke isikhalithini. Bakhala na khona grand khona mani wena xa ujonge le team le Springboks na le Wallabies ubona ntoni?
Ngokwesiqhelo zinjatsheli ezithetha ngazo zamabhokobhoko and aphethe imbali
abafana base-Australia bazaza imisili ithenko ngenxa babephumelele kwi-series ye-British and Irish. Kodwa ke bafike kwangqiketshe ngoku, bafike ekhaya. Khumbula into ilanga lihlaba umhlaba lizawukhena ezinqayina kubafana base-Australia. Sabanyusa umnqantsi abakhupha amalumi ngaphandle.
Akosi Jack, Ngosi, Kobus Dankie, Matt, thank you. I need to make sure these guys get their meals in and head down to the stadium. But Mats, I mean, what a great vibe here. I'm sure down there, Ellis Park is fantastic as well.
You can listen to the game in English, check out in Afrikaans, luister, so we have everybody covered here on your World of Champions. Just get over to options, language, and pick the one you want. We're also driving our dream team. Who is in your dream team at Lock 5? Who are you picking? We've got our very own Victor Matfield sideline as well. You can head over to supersport.com and you can win yourself an exclusive Springbok hamper if you do put in those votes. Right now, let's head over to hear from our Springbok head coach, Rassie Erasmus.
Rassie, always good to have the Springboks at Ellis Park, but talking about selection first, one of the big ones was the captain, Sia, at number 8.
Yeah, no, we think they pose a real threat to Australia, what we've seen from them and what we analysed at the breakdown. And having 3 guys that really, it's not so much for stealing their ball. I think all 3 are loose foot, are really doing well at cleaning out the breakdown. So, you know, Sia only has to scrum at 8 in general play. He'll play where he normally plays. So, yeah, I think the big decision was to try and win the breakdown battle.
Conditions here, it looks like a bit of rain coming. Has that been discussed within the team?
Yeah, no, we get the weather report daily, and I always try to be on top of those things. Not 100% sure. I think in the beginning of the game it's 20% chance, and I think then at 6 o'clock 40% chance. So I think if it rains, they've got a little bit more experience playing the last match in the rain. But we've played many times in the rain, so yeah, I think hopefully we'll adapt if it rains.
And Rassie, the 3 key things the Springboks need to do to get the result today.
I don't think it's just 3, Sammy. I think there's much more. But I think the big thing is, you know, we always talk about altitude. You know, if we want to play a high-paced game and a physical game, then only altitude will come into the game. And then, you know, there's more than 3 things. It's the set phases, it's a breakdown, and then obviously the kicking game. You run quite a lot, so I think the kicking game will sap both teams' energy. So yeah, if I have to put my money on 3 things, I think it will be those 3 things.
Thanks, Rassie. All the best.
Thanks, Shami. Cheers, man.
Thank you so much, Coach Rassie Erasmus. And you heard him speaking, touching a little bit about the weather as well. You know, a little bit of rain abound at the moment. We're expecting it to clear. Do you think it would have any bearing on their plans tonight?
I do think you need to adjust your game plan depending on how the ball is feeling. And when it does get a little bit slippery, you start making mistakes in your own half. When you start making mistakes, the pressure starts building, and then you start doing stupid things. So a guy like Mani, maybe not renowned for his ability to tactically direct the team, but I think he has a lot of pressure on his shoulders to really give us a little bit of flow in how this game goes. On the other side, you've got someone like James O'Connor, who's got a heaps of experience. So that kicking accuracy in conditions like this becomes critically important if you want to physically impose yourselves on the right areas of the field.
And we saw how Australia were able to produce some torrential rain in that 3rd test. How do they replicate that here?
Well, they get a lot of confidence, and it's not something that Australian teams are renowned for, doing well in the wet. But they showed really great patches and played in the right parts of the field. I think the kicking game's really important every time you play the game, particularly in the weather. You want to play in the right parts of the field and then impose yourself in how you want to play, and that might be through the maul, it might be through the middle, but it might be also just trying to get 2 or 3 passes. It's hard to play expansive rugby when it's wet, but you can play in the right parts of the field and be patient and trust the way that you're going to play. And that's what I've liked to have seen, and I have seen with this Wallaby team under Joe Smith. They believe in how they want to play, they believe in their structures, and they've got to be smart in where they play.
But they're going up against a quality South African side. From the team that Rassie has picked today, what are some of the big calls that have your ears?
Yeah, up front there's the big one is Sia at 8. I've loved him at Sharks at number 8. As we get a little bit older, at number 8 you can roam around a bit. You don't burn the engine quite as hard as you do as open side flanker. Marco van Staden gets a roll there. Also it's brought around because no Jasper Visser, no Cameron Hanekom. That probably would have been the shoe-in. 9 and 10, Grant Williams, Mani Libbok, the most attacking halfback combination we've got. For me, there's a big game waiting for Andre Esterhuizen. So many times in big games, we see Damien de Allende. He's out with injury. Love the fact that Edwulf van der Merwe is getting a chance. Cheslin Colby is carrying something. The bomb squad for me is not as good as we've seen in recent past. Obviously, We've got super bomb squad man himself, Kwagga Smith. He's not going anywhere. But then I do like the backs that we've got on there. Damian Willemse is in exceptional form after coming back from a long-term injury. I like the way we've set this game up. Training a little bit harder now. I don't think this will adversely affect all the handling just yet, but if it rains a bit harder, the game plan might have to change a bit.
Yeah, it might have to change a bit indeed. You actually picked out the 9 and 10s. You feel the game drivers are really the ones that are going to be under pressure today.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what's noticeable is the fact that you need to start well in this match, and you need to carry on that form and make sure that the first 15-20 minutes of this match, regardless of these conditions, is where you build momentum and confidence off the back of your previous performances.
Yeah. The difference in experience between Nick White and James O'Connor against Amani Grant, do you see any difference? Do you think experience will give Wallabies the upper hand?
Well, experience is good, but I'm a big believer in it's about big match execution, and it doesn't matter how old you are or how many test matches you've played. If your execution's a little bit off and you're not accurate, that's going to be the big thing. And I think a lot of that is driven and the platform, and I guess the example for the team is set by your 9s and 10s. They handle the ball the most. They're controlling how the team wants to play. So they need to be precise and accurate and play with confidence.
Yeah, you had your eye on the centres, the 2 centre pairings, and just how they can go head-to-head with one another. Also, again, the experience is the other way around in Jesse and Andre having more caps than the other side.
No, Lenny Katau and Joseph Suoli have been absolutely refreshing in this Australian backline. I think there's been a lot of expectation from Joseph Suoli since his first test debut against England, where he got a man-of-the-match performance, his first ever rugby union game. And he's just getting better and better with every opportunity. A youngster in his early 20s, but he's so aptly assisted by Lenny Katau, who does so much hard work. You know, we talk about Andre Esterhuizen being the grunt, being a forward, but the way Lenny Katau gets into and stuck into the forwards, pick and drives close to the 5-metre line, and that really allows Joseph Suoli to roam around. We've seen Jesse Creel become an absolute superstar in the Springbok team, and he'll be guiding Andre in every step, because if they get it right, the wingers get a lot of opportunity in games like this.
Yeah, and Tom Wright, that's where he becomes important, up against Aphelele Fassi, who is also rising in their ranks.
Both of the number 15's exciting. I think that's a really nice matchup. There'll be a lot of kicking, and they'll have to make good decisions about when do they kick return or when do they back themselves. If there's a jagged defensive line, they might use their feet. And in slippery conditions, both of those men are super athletic and they have the confidence to do that. And that's when it becomes a bit dangerous and your defensive line becomes disjointed, offloads can occur, and I expect to see a lot of that from those two.
Yeah, it's going to be a flyer as well between the two 15s, but there's so much happening here at the stadium. We also want to just make word of the Spar Proteas national team, the South African national netball team, who are joining us here in the stadium. They're roaming around somewhere, having just gotten together for their first camp ahead of their tour down under. They'll be playing against New Zealand as well as Australia. Looking forward to that with their new head coach, Jenny van Dijk, taking the round, Zanele Mdodana acting as the assistant coach, and they're looking forward to this one as well. And also the Springbok women's national team will be in action at Rugby World Cup 2025 in the United Kingdom. It'll be starting next week, Friday. So yeah, backing the girls and here for her. That's what we do here at the World of Champions. All right, which matchup outside of the centres are you looking forward to?
No, the fullback matchup is really key for me today, because, you know, in the Springboks we had Billy LaRue, who's a great first receiver. He'd sort of come in, educated left foot that would really tactically put the opposition under pressure, take a lot of pressure off Andre Pollard in some of the decision making. And I think Aphelele Fassi is sort of really getting and finding his feet at this level. He's making some really good tactical decisions about when to kick and when to run. And when you've got the wingers of the likes of a Kurtley Orens and an Edward van der Merwe, you want to link them up. But similarly, Tom Wright's been a real breath of fresh air in this Wallaby pack, and he is dangerous. His decision-making on the counter-attack has been incredible in really letting this Australian backline thrive in that counter-attacking opportunity.
Well, the captains are ready for the coin toss, so let's head over there. Who is going to get the ball first? Because I know South Africa, we love to get the ball first. Doesn't matter which direction we're playing, it seems, Scott.
Might just be going straight into touch off the kickoff. And then my matchup for the day is, I think Volkolo's got James Slipper today. So, you know, the Bok pack, they want to make a statement.
Well, there it is, the coin toss almost done and dusted with the captains Harry Wilson as well as Sia Kolisi. Do you think Wilco has James Slipper's number, considering the experience on the other side?
Yeah, I think Angus Bell's fantastic rugby player. His role at the moment from from Joe Smith is to come off the bench and finish games off. I think today you've got to start big. As soon as there's a picture in a referee's head, Ben O'Keefe in the case today, the dominant scrum's always going to get the reward or the balance they are for the rest of the game. So Jan-Hendrik Wessels covers on loose head. Klabakania gets another go off the bench. Very experienced Bongi and Benambi, but I think our starting pack's got their number today.
Yeah, Gigi, how do Australia start well today?
Well, they start well by getting really stuck into that physical contest and embracing and leaning into the fact that it's going to be tough, particularly in these conditions. The tight five of the Wallabies really need to step up in the first 15-20 minutes to make a statement and to carry on the good work that they showed against the Lions, and that enables then the back rows to get potentially into the game around the breakdown and maybe cause some disruption within the box attack. And ultimately that's how you want to start every test match, particularly here at Ellis Park.
Yeah, word on how Australia start well. How does South Africa counter that?
So I think South Africa, again, we don't want to be playing over-expansive type of rugby in conditions like this. I honestly believe in the tight five, we've got some real grunt, real strength, and if we lay that platform and suffocate Australians from making good decisions, I do think we're tactically and physically strong enough to overpower them for the full 80.
Well, here you have it. That is done and dusted. We've heard the thoughts of the panel. We've heard your thoughts as well. Let's head over now as we stand by for the start of the match. South Africa versus Australia.
The ground that remembers greatness tells those upon it to rise and reclaim it. The Castle Lager Rugby Championship. 4 legendary nations rise up. This is rugby, only on SuperSport. Broadcast proudly brought to you by FNB and Pick and Pay.
Our deadline's coming up fast, so unfortunately we're going to have to work again this weekend.
Due to a signalling issue, the traffic is temporarily...
At just 22 years of age, John Smith makes his debut.
I was nervous about, could I do this?
Huge pressure on his young shoulders.
We're not going to get to the top without having a drive and a passion.
Great servant of the game for South Africa. 100
is a lot.
It takes a lot to get from 1 to 100. Invest with the manager that turned 1 million into 100 million.
I'm good. I see you also styling the fancy boots now.
Right to my feet.
Right in your feet. Yeah. How long have me and you been doing this now?
15 years now.
15 years. Well, we've certainly done a few things, eh?
I believe so.
Yeah. I think we can go again. You ready? One more time.
Let's go. Yes.
Thank you for putting all your hard work.
Thank you for never giving up.
Thank you.
I need to find Peter Step the toy. Where is he?
Honey, I've got a surprise at the door.
No, I want Peter Step the toy. Yes, I won. It's Peter Step, the toy.
Stand a chance to win one of 24 Bob figurines and 50,000 Rand in cash when you tap with Pick and Pay ASAP. T's and C's apply.
I've met a lot of people who saved on their car insurance premium without insurance lately. But what if you don't save? Well, you still get something out. Yep, you can ask for 500 Rand cash in your bank account for nothing. Even better, if you don't save and have been claim-free and with your same insurer for 3 years, you can ask for a massive 1,500 Rand cash. Savings or cash, you always get something out.
Go to outsurance.co.za for a 10-minute quote that could save you thousands.
The man in charge of this test match battle in Johannesburg is Ben O'Keefe.
The 36-year-old New Zealander made his Test debut in 2016 and officiated in the 2023 Rugby World Cup semi-finals. He'll be assisted by compatriot James Dolman and Italy's Gianluca Necci, while Tual Trianini of France is the TMO.
The Springboks incoming series is done. Australia's nail-biting 3-test series against the British and Irish Lions is consigned to history. And having shown steady and consistent improvement under the guidance of Joe Schmidt, the Wallabies are at Ellis Park for the opening match of the 2025 Castle Lager Rugby Championship against the tournament's defending champion Springboks, with recent history stacked against the visiting team. The Wallabies are looking for a first win in South Africa since 2011 in Durban, with their only win at Ellis Park coming way back in 1963. By stark contrast, the Springboks are on a 4-match winning streak against the Australians, and this is how Joe Schmidt's team will line up. There's only one change in the starting lineup to the team that took on the British and Irish and Lions in the 3rd test. Will Skelton, much talked about this week, with Nick Frost in the 2nd row, looking to bring the physicality. The team is captained by Harry Wilson in the number 8 jersey, with Fraser McWright and Tom Hooper on the side of the scrum. And this has been one of the talking points of the week. A first test match since 2022 for James O'Connor, starting at the age of 35 in the fly-half jersey, with Nick White out of retirement after just a week to play at scrum half. Len Ikitau and Joseph Suali'i in the centres, and then Dylan Peach and Max Jorgensen on the wings, with Tom Wright at fullback. Well, Rassie Erasmus' Springboks have named this 23, Oxen Chair Malcolm Marks and Wilco Lowe in the front row, and a return to Test rugby in 2025 for Luat Diaka, alongside Irvin Etzebeth in the 2nd row. Siamtanda Kolisi captains the team from the number 8 position, starting in that jersey for the first time. Peter Steph Toy and Marco van Staden on the flanks, and then Grant Williams and Mani Libok, 2 of the fastest halfbacks in world rugby at the moment. Andre Esterhuizen in at 12, Damien Delendi with a niggle, and Esterhuizen and Creel, the centre partnership. And then at the back, Edwil van der Merwe, who has scored in all of his first 3 test matches, Kurt Lee Arendse with 20 tries from his first 26 tests, and Apalele Fassi, who started against the Wallabies in one of the tests last year, gets his 2nd start against them here in Johannesburg this evening. A quick look at the benches. Well, South Africa have gone with a 5-3 split in favour of the forwards. There was talk that they might change that. A late change in the week, Boan Venter, who made his debut against Georgia. He gets an opportunity off the bench with the withdrawal of Jan Hendrik Wessels, who picked up an injury during the week. And then Australia, Joe Schmidt naming a 6-2 bench initially, has reverted to 5-3, with Tane Edmed coming in to provide cover at fly half. Nick Champion de Crespigny, originally named as the 6th forward on the bench, and he has made way for Tane Edmed, who has just 1 Wallaby test cap to his name. So Harry Wilson leading his Wallabies of 2025 down the long Ellis Park tunnel. It's a downhill before heading back up towards the playing surface, and that east stand rises above the visiting team. It is an imposing stadium, an intimidating stadium for many. And the last time the Wallabies visited here was back in 2019, just prior to the Rugby World Cup in Japan. They were defeated by 35 points to 7 then, and last on the Highveld in 2023, ahead of that World Cup in France. And the Springboks victorious by 43 points to 12 then. Last victory on South African soil came at sea level in Durban back in 2011. But Harry Wilson and his team will have been inspired and galvanized by their performance in the third test of the British and Irish Lions series. It is time for the Springboks to make their appearance. Led by the Impy Warrior in the opening 2 rounds of last year's championship, Rassie Erasmus' Springboks came away from matches in Brisbane and Perth with a maximum haul of log points to kick-start their campaign, and now they have the opportunity to achieve the same in the opening rounds of the campaign in Johannesburg and next week in Cape Town, as they aim for back-to-back titles for the first time in the tournament's history. On the 9th of June 2018, Siantanda Kolisi led the Springboks for the first time on this field against England. And here this evening, he leads his country out for the 63rd time as their captain. Second only in the leadership stakes in number of tests to World Cup winning captain of 2007, John Smith. Lots of pyrotechnics, lots of energy in the stadium in Johannesburg ahead of this game, but now it would all be quiet for a moment as both teams and the match officials and the crowd observe a silence in memory of former Springbok Derby Snyman, who passed away during the last week. 10 matches for the Springboks, including 2 test matches against the 1974 British and Irish Lions in that test series of 4 matches. He will be sorely missed. An incredible rugby mind, a wonderful coach. And our thoughts and condolences are with the Snyman family.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're willing and able, please stand for the singing of the national anthem of Australia, which will be sung by Lee Scott.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of the South African national anthem, which will be sung by all of you and Lloyd Pele.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika, maluphakamisa ubuntu lwayo, izwa imithandazo yethu. Nkosi sikelela thina lusapho lwayo, mure namuluke sitshaba sethu.
Special moments indeed, and the 2025 edition of the Castle Lager Rugby Championship is upon us. Alongside me in commentary, former Springbok hooker Hanyani Shimanga.
Good afternoon, Matthew. Always good to be back in Joburg at the Highveld. Marco van Staden, no ruckus safe when he's around, but a Springbok team that will want to start fast. They start furious. Ben O'Keefe's the ref today. It's all about altitude and intensity from the Springbok team. Can the Wallabies turn the corner, buck the trend, and get a rare win here? It's been a long time. It's been a really, really long time since the Aussies won here. But can they do the unthinkable and get a victory in Johannesburg against a Springbok team that's running hot? They've got depth, they've got World 15 players, and more importantly, they've got confidence and always have a plan.
Will Skelton started tests 2 and 3 against the British and Irish Lions. His last against South Africa being at Loftus Versfeld in 2023. Missed the test matches in Australia, in Brisbane and in Perth last year.
No countdown.
Ben O'Keefe, who refereed the last match of last year's Rugby Championship, has the whistle for the opening game of this year. Argentina hosting the All Blacks later on this evening, South African time, and Nick White has this test match underway, and Loot de Jager with an early take.
Use! No! Stay on!
His appearance against Italy at Loftus Versfeld